I used to see you coming down the corridor and nearly faint. And not only me, every girl in the school felt the same. Every person in the school. You must know everyone had a crush on you, even the teachers. Ryan's brow has relaxed as I've been speaking, and his hand wanders toward my thigh again. So, what did you think about me? Yeah, sadly. I mean, what was it you liked? Oh, God, everything. Like your hair and your laugh. And you were so fit. Not as fit as I am now. I didn't even work out back then. He starts kissing me again, with more purpose than murmurs into my ear. What else did you think? I thought you were a rock star. Like a rock star. I thought if you asked me out, I would die, I say honestly. Ryan gives a soft laugh. What else? He says, pulling me towards him. This is turning him on. I suddenly realize, okay, quick, say some more. I used to think, oh God, it's Ryan. He's the sexiest guy in the school. And all I wanted to do was kiss you. But you never even noticed me because you were like Ryan the sex god. He's a fucking oh man, it's so cringe. I'm sorry, I can't even like I'm cringing for her. That's that's so direct that I'm like shook for how weird she sounds. You know what I mean? I mean maybe she's sounding seductive, but I don't know, man. It just puts me off a bit. So what else? His breath is coming quicker now. He's pulling off my underwear. I can tell he means business. I used to hitch up my school skirt whenever you were nearby and improvise hastily. And I used to watch you play football, and you were so gorgeous. Just wished you were bouncing me, not the ball. No, wait, what am I saying? This is gibberish, but Ryan doesn't seem to mind. What else? He gasps as he answers in me. Okay, it's nearly impossible trying to sum up sexy stuff to say while Ryan is driving rhythmically into me. My mind doesn't want to work. It wants to surrender to sensation, but I must keep talking. Damn, they fucking kinky. This time we all went to the beach. I managed. You looked so hot. Everyone fancied you. What else? You were so sexy. Everything about you was amazing. My mind goes blank. You had really cool sunglasses. What the fuck? What about my car? He pants. His face contorted. Yes, I exclaimed, grateful for the idea. Your car, of course. I used to love your car. It was so hot and sleek and long and hot. Maybe for good measure. And hard. I'm racking my brain for another good word. And throbbing. It's sudden inspiration. It was such a throbbing car. Oh my god, Ryan explodes with a roar and collapses on me like a dead weight. What the fuck? What kind of sex is that? I'm sorry, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's funny. Oh, man. Oh yeah, if you heard me unzipping my pants, it's not because I was like being weird. I thought like I had like some sort of like like in the woods there are like ticks. I was walking around today in the woods with my dog, so I was checking the scab on my the back of my what's the word? I forget the hamstring. Yeah, making sure there wasn't any like blood sucking insect on my leg or whatever the fuck you want to call it, thigh, something like that. Okay, cool. I don't dare to move for what feels like half an hour. Bloody hell, says Ryan at last and heaves off me. Yes, I say faintly because I'm fairly sure I agree with bloody hell, whatever he meant by it. For a few moments, we're both quiet. Ryan is staring up at the ceiling and he suddenly sighs. Well, you're English, right? Bloody hell means like, oh gosh, or something like that, right? Or I don't know what it means. Oh fuck, you know what I mean? Or ah fuck, or something like that. It's like, oh jeez, you know what I mean? It was like, must have been like, ah, bloody hell, that's some ass. Must have been like, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get on with the story. You're good for me, Fixie, he says. Have I ever told you that before? Yes, I can't help smiling a couple of times. There's been too much bullshit in my life. I need you to get me through the craziness. You know? Turns to face me directly. That's what I need. You. Yeah, but how long did it take him to say that? Oh my gosh. See, she makes herself the protagonist. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, maybe he does need her, but it's kind of weird how she like makes him like beg for her like time. But at least she gave him the pleasure he was looking for, so I can't blame Fixie now. Now I can't call her out. At least she's actually being a hoe with a hole. You know what I mean? She's not like talking just to talk. His blue eyes are unguarded. His face is earnest. He's playing lovingly with the strands of my hair, and I feel myself melting all over again because Ryan needs me. Maybe he just needs you in that way. You don't know how much he needs you. You didn't say that. Not a girl in LA with a perfect figure, but me. I mean, how bad could you be? He's fucking you, right? I mean, I don't think he'd go out of his way to waste his time with someone who's that ugly, eh? Especially if he looks pretty good and he went to Hollywood and all that. I mean, he must have some sort of thing going with you, in a sense. Especially since you're so like, you told him about his throbbing car. You must like fixing cars. You know what I mean? You must not look too bad. He's working out with you. You get what I mean? But hey, I mean, perfect figure or not, I mean, a little bit less than perfect, it don't matter. I mean, you don't have to be perfection per se. I mean, that's a celebrity style of life, you know? I mean, you can have a little bit of like, weight around if you need to. It's not like, it's not healthy, right? Because if you don't want it, but it's all good because it's a healthy mindset where you're like not always obsessing over this weight you have on you. Whatever. The world's a hard place, I say, groping for something meaningful to say. You know what else is hard? What they did in that room. Yeah, not a hard place. We can get through it together. Amen to that, says Ryan. He leans over. Amen. Oh, you say that during sex? That's so weird. But hey, he leans over to kiss me on the nose and gets up, wraps a towel around himself, and heads out to our family bathroom while I on the bed, still a bit stunned. It's happened. We have had sex. We're together, I think. I'm good for him, and he's definitely good for me. Okay, so now we need to stay together. And yes, I'm overthinking. I should enjoy the moment. I should lie here and relax and savor the fact that Ryan and I have got together. Nothing more, nothing less, but I'm me, I'm Fixie, I can't help it. Already my mind is roaming ahead with urgency. I can't bear to lose him like last time. He needs to stay in London. We need time together. We need to have a chance to mesh, to bond, to hang out, to let ourselves turn into a proper couple. Yeah, you be like that when you think of it that way, right, Fixie? I can agree with you on that one for sure. You need to make it melt into what, like the soup that it could be, give it its flavor, you know what I mean? Like, culture it, feed it with time and toil and the work you put into this lifestyle that you want to give her the juices, you know what I mean? You want to feed her that warm, tasty cream stuff, you know what I mean? You could taste that yummy yum if you get what I mean. Yeah, you got that yummy, 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 yummy. You say flexing on me, yeah, 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 yeah. Eyes up, keep me on the rise. Controlling the compromise. You're incriminating, no disguise. And you ain't never run low on supplies. Yeah. 50-50, love the way you split it. Got an ass getting litty man. Getting litty man. Jet set, watch the sunset, kinda. Yeah, yeah. Under eyes back in my head, make the toes curl. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. But he won't stay unless I get him this job. Everything depends on that one factor. Everything. And as I lie there, listening to Ryan operate our dodgy shower, I start to feel serious qualms. I can't believe my entire future happiness rests on a scribbled promise on a coffee cup sleeve. That's how I feel sometimes. I don't know what I'm getting into, but let's hope it's the right choice. Because if not, we're fucked. I mean, it's your happiness. This is your balls on the line. You know what I mean? All for someone who you're not sure cares, right? For sure. Like, you're like, will she stay? Will he stay? You know what I mean? I'm projecting a little bit. And so it's like, damn, boy, shoddy. Like, damn, you need to, like, get that shit in line. But no, like, Ryan's like, I might go back to LA. I might not. You know, it's like debatable. So he fucked you. He maybe masturbates to you when he thinks of you. Maybe just like you do to him. Maybe he's up there with you, but it doesn't mean that he'll stay. And even then, it's like that he'll always move on one day to Hollywood, back to where he came from, and you'll be stuck without the golden boy. You know, that's the life that you live in Fars, right? And I see it that way, and it's like, damn, you know, you see it like, wow, it's dark, you know, that shit that you think of. And so, find Sebastian. Hopefully, he saves your ass, and your life with this person who can't commit to you that well, you know, because that's the sad truth. Committing, you know, is the way to life, but gotta find the right one for that cause. That's why Ryan might not be the one for you, but hey, you know, it's already done and dusted, so you gotta make it go. You know what I mean? You gotta keep it pounding, you know? It's not like you're gonna find someone, like, even if you do, it's like, Ryan's pretty good. He's swell as fuck, right? Or swole, whatever. He's aight. So keep him around. Is what you can do. And find the guy. Make it work out with him. Let's hope. Then it can maybe become a compromise that works well for both of you, and you don't have to like think about it too much. But it should always be in the back of your mind, Bixie. You never know. You know, Ryan has a lot of options, like they say, and so keep that in mind all the time. You know, it could go south at all in the moment, like glance, you know. But let's just move on with this. Almost done with the chapter now. But yeah, your happiness runs on this shit though, and so you have to take much care with it. Yeah. What if it doesn't work? What if the job's been already filled already? What if Sebastian says the coffee sleeve was just a joke and he didn't really mean it? Exactly. This relates to Ryan and your emotions you feel for him and the analogy that it creates to where there's a hole, there's a goal. And if Ryan's already thinking of other things to expand in a bigger way, what's him to stop him to leave you? You know? He already left LA once. It means he don't value you. You know what I mean? And it puts you in a chokehold where you're like, my ego is so bruised because it's broken. But you have to make sure they notice, maybe, so that when it comes to that time, maybe they'll choose you. And if they don't, you had your choice. You know, you chose to go down this path to the sad end. You know, but at least you went for what you want. You know, it's not like, you know, this is why some people are just sad, but they don't see that they had their chance, they shot their shot, they lost the time to win, and that's it. You have to keep on truck. You know, it's like you get stuck in a rut because you waste so much time. This is why you may love someone, but you have to let go at that point one day, because if you keep on with him in your mind, your soul will not be at peace at that point. So you grow old and sad and lame, and you want to die. And in your brain, like you literally want to like shoot yourself. You know what I mean? Because they're with someone else, they fell in love, and they got holed by someone else. They got pounded. They got fucking kids with them. They started to hug and embrace, like to melt into someone else, and it's like it's not you and me. Like, you just get fucked. You know what I mean? You get raped, mind raped. You know what I mean? Because you're like, fuck my life, right? Well, it's not mind rape, but that's about as close as you can get. Like mind like bruised. Your mind jumped. You get beat up. You don't see it coming either. Most of the time. That's why it's jumped. Mind punched. Yeah, it breaks you from the down inside your brain, your mind. Like you're like, fuck, my brain is on sideways. You know what I mean? Because you're like, damn, I lost this girl that was my world. So you have to let it loose because you cannot hold back your inner your deep thoughts till the end. Then you don't get a chance to win at life. And that's just the way that things are. It's not that you want to leave them at all. It's like one day you have to let things go, because if you don't, you will go not insane, but you will have no saneness to your, not character, but just like what were you, like what was your thought till the end. Like you look like a simp. You know what I mean? Like it's fine to pursue someone, keep them on your list for a long time, as long as it takes, but as long as it takes maybe a decade. And then you're like, well, what went wrong? I don't see a change here. So you have to scrap the book at that point. You can't just like hold it in your heart all the time and then pray for this to be the way it goes. Because if I stayed in my house all this time and just wait for my whole damn life without going outside in the day, or stay here at night and just close myself in this fucking room like hole like shit, you think anyone's gonna like look for me or see that I'm here? Like, no. I'll just be stuck in this fucking shack of a room and I won't get things done. No one will have fun. I won't get laid. I won't get shit done. I won't get fucking get bling nothing. No racks, not shit. Like the bitch said, get your money up, not your funny up. And I don't agree with that sentiment. But what I mean is, you do got to get your money up sometimes. It's good to get your funny up though, but like money. She's right. Invest in your future self. That's the point that all these nuanced people have and make, and it's the way to go. It works. Sure, you may not do it the same way they do. They're more attractive because they employ these rules as in a spider-like manipulative way, where everything goes their way and they don't care about the ethos of anything of what they commit to do. And you look worse for wear because of that, and they look more pretty and upright and uptight. This smell nice shit, but and look nice and shit. But at the end of the day, you have to keep true, hold your ground, don't let them step or spit on you, and when they try to, give them the uppercut. That's what you can do. You don't want to do it, but just like they left you in the dirt, just take their own advice, use it, win the war. Because at the end of the day, you have to find your way in life. If you were not born with those things that they have, like Ryan and Fixie, Ryan has the looks, Fixie has the guts of the way she works things. If you don't have those things, you have to find your route in life. But you have to move on. You have to watch yourself, because you see them having hot sex and the girl's obsessed with them. But guess what? Even if you obsess more, it doesn't guarantee you will win. You have to keep at it. Keep at it and make your move when you have the chance. Because sometimes you only get one chance. You may fail, you may win. But you have to watch your back, because you can try, but they may not take you up on it, right? So you just have to make sure you make the right move, the right choice. And so don't get too caught up in it, but always watch your step, right? And that's why it's all like, did they mean it? And did you get caught lacking? No, but you gotta just do to watch yourself and make sure things get run right. So don't let your hand quiver when you have her, because she might let go if you fold your wrist. You know what I mean? It's like, hope she meant it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be like Ryan and Fixie. You have to confirm it through touch, through tact. You have to smell the air and make sure it's the right scent. You know what I mean? And trust. This book is about trust. It comes with loyalty, but trust is different. Like, it's a second thing. You have to like know, you know. You may not see eye to eye, but you have to know that even if the person leaves you for a decade, if you agree they come back, even after 2 decades, you should wait for them. Not wait for them, but like expect them to come back. If you're with someone else, so be it. But wait for them in your mind. You know what I mean? It's like you gave them the trust. They said a decade. After a decade, you move not on, but you have them in your mind, but you move to what you have to do now at this next, like at this point, and you see the sun in a different view way because you're like, damn, time has flown now. Now we have to get up and move, you know? Like you can't stay in the same place all the time and wait for, you have to set health and the boundaries aside and time. But yeah, this is what I mean. So it's all a chance, but you have to make sure that if you gamble, you don't, but you gotta make sure you get it right if you have to. The trust on this, you know, you're you got to make sure you know inside out, what it's about, what you're getting into. Because things are so fleet, they move so fast, right? All right, he repeated his offer earlier tonight. I remind myself, and he didn't look as though he was joking. Exactly, it always comes back. But what if he was? What if he has a very dry sense of humor? Why don't you stop doubting yourself and just try your best to make it real? What if he says the coffee sleep wasn't just a joke and he really mean it and they are still hiring? But even so, the answer is no. Well, then I'll have to persuade him. That's all. Well, yeah, anything for who you love, right? Or who you want in your life. It's chapter 8. I went on a fucking tangent. But yeah, you gotta persuade him. This is the way you have to persuade him. What way will he do it? Trust. What do you think Ryan will say about your loyalty going to persuade someone? How do you think the way it'll be taken as such? Will he think you're following him? What is time? It's a small world, man. Make sure you pick the right choice. Peace.